stitches, which is what I did. Some people like to do 4 stitches, some people like to do 5 stitches. I think that it tends to pull too much, and then you get kind of those wavy lines on your knitting. So I like to do 3 stitches, but that's just a personal preference. And then what we're going to do is going to catch our floats. So if you are new to colorwork knitting, catching your floats makes it so that you don't get these like wavy bumps where the yarn is pulling from a distance on your yarn. So if you didn't catch your float and you had all of this, the whole first row, because the whole first row is just white, it would pull. And so you'd end up with like this big bump where it would be pulling. And we don't want that. We want it to be flat. So we're going to catch our float. So the way that we're going to do that is that my black ball yarn is behind my white. So I'm going to pull it in front. And then see how the black yarn kind of crisscrosses. So now it's over top of the white. And it has crisscrossed to the other side. So now what I'm going to do is when I knit the next stitch, just like normal, now you can see on the back side of this, if it will focus, that black yarn is now being carried along the back of the yarn. So this, again, is really important so that we get a flat piece of fabric instead of kind of that lumpy, bumpy piece of fabric where it's constantly pulling. And then it can also make it really tight so that it's really hard to wear. So if you're new to colorwork knitting, this is really important to catch those floats. Like I said, I do it every 3 stitches. Some people do it every 4 or every 5. Let me do it again. So I've knit 1 stitch after we caught our float, 2, 3, and then I'm going to take my ball of yarn, take it from behind my white yarn, put it in front, and now my yarns are crisscrossed here again. So my black yarn is now over the white yarn, and now I've caught that float. So now I'm going to knit 3 more, and I will do it again. Again, just pulling that yarn from behind, the whole ball of it, and then knitting 3 stitches with that caught float. So when you do this, you should see on the back of your white, so see how we have that string of black going across the back of those white stitches? Now when we get to the pattern that's on the palm of, so this is the piano part, this is the part that's going to be on the back of your hand, right? So that people can see it. And then the palm of your hand is the other pattern. So then that way we have the black and the white available to do that pattern. So this is really important. If you have any questions, please feel free to message me.